Welcome to Downward Dog Rising. It's Tracy here, and I'm going to start your weekend off with a Yin Yoga workout to wind down from your work week. So if that sounds good to you, join me and let's begin. I'm going to come close for 2 seconds, slide this out a tiny bit. All right. So let's begin with our bottoms of our feet rotating to sky. We're going to start off with our seated butterfly, little Baddha Konasana. Root down into the bottom of your pelvis, and then you're just going to rise up. Just feeling calm, tranquil, and peaceful. Breathing in and breathing out. Let me just make sure I hit play. Did I? Yep, cool. I hit play. Imagine your knees are floating in water, so they have more give, and they gently just fall down towards the earth. Bring awareness to your breath. Be the observer. Any thoughts that come up, just be the observer, be aware. Just rooting and grounding, centering. Let's take one more deep inhale here and gently release. We're going to take our knees together now, and we're going to just do a little windshield wiper to release our hips and low back. Come back to the center. Now from here, I'm going to have you take one leg in, halfway like this. Place the bottom of your foot towards your groin, inner thigh. And we're going to do a little half butterfly now to also get hamstrings and back of thigh. Root down into bottom of pelvis. And then I'm going to have you gently turn your breastbone towards the center of your thigh. Lengthen. You're going to take a deep inhale. Lengthen your spine. I'm going to have you gently just stretch out over this leg. You can reach for your shin, your ankle, your toes, and hip hinge forward over your leg. And we're just going to stay here. Deep inhale, deep exhale. Feel your spine lengthen, breastbone pulls through the arms. Feel your low back release. Back of your upper thigh, your hamstrings. If you have to sit at a computer, you might be a little tense right now. Opening up the back of the spine, which is relaxing. One more deep inhale. Slowly we're going to come up. Extend that other leg out. Maybe shake out your knees for a moment. And then we're going to switch legs now. Bend the other leg in, bring the sole of your foot to the groin, inner thigh of the other side. Equal weight through each half of your pelvis. You're going to root down into the earth to the bottom of the pelvis, rising up. Gently rotate a little bit so the center of your breastbone is aligned over the center of your thigh. Lengthen up through the spine. Inhale. Now we're going to exhale, hip hinge, reach over the leg, reach wherever it's comfortable. We're going to go to our edge, go to the point where you don't feel like you can go any further without force, and hold it right at that edge. Make a commitment to it. And just stay here and breathe. Any tightness, acknowledge it, breathe into it, and let it go. Just unwinding you from your week of work. Spine is long, lengthen breastbone through the arms. When we open the back of our spine, it's very relaxing on our nervous system. We start to reduce our levels of stress hormone, cortisol. We immediately feel more calm, more peaceful. Our breathing rate deepens and it slows down. Go a little deeper when you feel a give. Lengthen hip hinge. One more deep inhale. And gently we're going to come up. All right. Next, we're going to bend our knees, slide in. We're going to lie down on our mat. Use your core, lower down. We're going to make a straight line from our knees to our hips. Then I'm going to have you cactus your arms to the sides. Feel openness across shoulders and chest, and we're just going to do a little rotation. If you have any low back issues, you can abbreviate and not go as far. You can modify. We're going to do a little spinal twist to one side, openness across shoulders, chest. Anchor point. If your knees are to the left, your anchor is your right shoulder blade. That right shoulder, stay on the mat. You can keep head neutral in the center. You can look over opposite shoulder, whatever feels right for you right now in this moment. Just breathe, open up the whole side of your waist, your rib cage. Making sure that shoulder doesn't lift off the mat. You don't want to hurt your back. One more deep inhale. And gently come back. I'm going to have you do something for your spinal stability in between both sides. Feet are hip width apart. press your hips to the sky. No weight in neck, weight across shoulder blade shelf. Keep knees in line with hip sockets. Avoid letting knees fall outward. Bring pelvis straight back to mat. Exhale, engage glutes, press hips to sky. Lower straight back to mat. Abdominals deepen into your spine. No weight in neck. 8, 7, tailbone long, collarbones wide. 6, straight up, scoop abdominals in. 5, tailbone long, chest open, hips to sky. 4, exhale, reach, openness across chest, shoulders. 3, lengthen, create some space in that low back. Last 2, exhale, hips to sky, lengthen tailbone. And one more time, exhale, lift. Bring hips down simultaneously. All right, hips are straight with shoulders. Cactus your arms to the sides, knees in line with hips, and you're gonna gently let your knees come across to the other side. So we don't wanna have our legs too low and hurt the back, so make that angle and then gently lower to the side. Breathing in and breathing out. Making sure that left shoulder is on the mat. That's your grounding, rooted down point. Open up that whole side. Make room for your spine. If you have any low back issues, I'm gonna have you not twist your spine. You would just do a tiny motion like that and just breathe into your ribs to expand your ribs apart. Modify it. And just breathe, openness across collarbones. Take one more deep inhale here. And softly release. Gently bring knees back to the center. We're going to reach under the kneecaps, hug knees in, gently peel head, neck, shoulders up. Take a deep inhale into the space, mid-back between your two shoulder blades. Gently release. Let's do that one more time. Lift up. Deep inhale to space in between your shoulder blades. Gently exhale and release. All right. Next, I'm going to ask you to straighten out your legs, turn onto your abdominals. Okay, now for this one, I'm going to have you do some back extension. So you're going to have your hands come right under, your elbows right under your shoulders. And then I want you to feel as if the back of the neck lengthens. And then for this one, we're just going to be doing our low cobra, bhujangasana, or our sphinx. Feel how your collarbones widen across your chest. The abdominals dome into the anterior front of the spine, reaching through the body. Let's strengthen your back. If you sit at the computer, you want to feel like your breastbone is lengthening. Feel the abdominals dome into your spine, and we're going to stay here for a few breaths in our sphinx. Or undoing, sitting at our computers or driving. Shoulders away from ears. from our Sphinx. If you want to deepen it, you can take it into seal, where you extend the arms. Careful that you don't come up too high and scrunch your shoulders or your low back. Keep shoulders out of ears. Stay supported. Low back still has space. And just stay here and breathe in our seal. Just want to create space in our spine. If you feel any compression or discomfort in low back, come back into your Sphinx. I'm going to take one more deep inhale and gently come in. Maybe wiggle hips side to side, release your low back. Gently maybe bring your forehead across the backs of your hands, cross third eye, ajna, wisdom center. Side to side, release your neck. Gently return back to center. From here, we're going to take our hands directly under our shoulders, press up to our hands and our knees, and we're going to take it right back into a rest pose, Balasana. If you want more support for the knees, you could have your toes like that. If you want to go deeper, feet can be flat. Pull breastbone through, forward, rest forehead, or you can bring your head to a block, yoga block or blanket. Stretch those sits bones straight back behind you. Get that oppositional pull of energy in your spine. Pulling forward, pulling back, elongating. Let that low back pull apart. Let's take one more deep inhale here. And slowly you're going to walk your hands in, rising up. We're going to turn now, facing forward. I'm going to have you do a little straddle stretch where you take your legs onto your mat, come to your edge, maybe shake out your knees a little bit. And then what I'm going to have you do is just stretch out your low back a little bit from side to side. Get that back to softly warm up, loosen up on each side. Gently come back to the center. Keep your knees facing up. Feel how legs lengthen, reaching energy. You can flex your feet, reach through the balls of your feet. And then from here, we're going to inhale, elongate up, really stretch to top of head. Slowly, you're going to come forward. Come to whatever point that you can come to with control. You can always put a yoga blanket in front of you. You can even bring your forehead to a block if you like. Breathing in and breathing out. Knees face the sky. You can push through. Flex your feet, push legs actively out of your center. We're going to stretch our hips, our inner thighs, backs of thighs, hamstrings, low back. If you want to go a little deeper, you can. You can even make like a fist higher up if you don't have a yoga block. This works too. I'm going to stay here and breathe. Keeping the length in your spine. Knees to sky. Go to your edge. Meet it, greet it, commit. You're working. You are working right now in a more passive way. Use your breath. Release the tightness. Get a little deeper into that fascia, into the tissue, the deep tissue. You can have longer lasting benefits. Let's take one more deep inhale here. If you're all the way down, maybe you'll come to your forearms here. And if you're to your forearms, maybe you'll come all the way up. Just going to gently bring your legs back together, shake out those knees. And we're going to come into our Sukhasana, our easy pose. Maybe we'll take our arms into the air, do a little extension. Inhale, lift breastbone to sky, circle those arms around 2 more times. Low back is in neutral. Let your breastbone open to the sky to get a little middle back extension. 1 more time. Breathing in and exhale. We're just going to softly release our neck. Roll to one side. Gently roll to the other side. Just do what's comfortable for your body. And 1 more time. Maybe you'll shrug shoulders to ears, release the tension through the fingertips. Shrug shoulders to ears, release through the fingertips. 1 more time, breathing in. Exhale, release. Now we're gonna just gently open breastbone to sky. And then gently rotate, just to get a little bit of rotation through that thoracic spine, collarbone wide, release your shoulder. And 1 more time, breathing in. And exhale, gently bring hand to other side. And again, hip bones stay forward. Inhale, open breastbone to sky. Exhale, little bit of mobility through the middle of your spine. Exhale, and 1 more time, deep inhale. And exhale. All right, let's bring our hands together. We're gonna conclude this practice. If you have some extra time and wanna come into Shavasana right here, if you have a little more time for yourself, go ahead, come into a Shavasana. Relax your body, lie down, relax the legs, relax the hands. Stay here and breathe for a few moments. And just relax into the earth and stay here. When you're ready to come out, you'll slowly turn to your right, come up, and end the practice on your own. If you want to end right now, just take a deep inhale. Thank you so much for joining me. Appreciate you all. And if you like my channel, please share, like, or subscribe so I can grow. I'd so appreciate it. And I hope you have a lovely rest of your day and a fresh start to an amazing, wonderful weekend. All right, peace, everybody. Thanks for joining. Take care. Bye, everyone. Bye.